Hi, my name is Dominic Fike and I'm here with the Bail Project, and we are standing in front of the Collier County Jail, which I was previously incarcerated in, and today we're going to bail some people out of jail.
Yeah, it's so nice to meet you. We made a special trip down here to help you bail people out of the Collier County Jail in Naples. Like, how does that feel, like, just being back here?
It's weird. It's a lot less anxiety than you would think. I remember the day I was released from here. As soon as I walked out, I didn't feel anything. It's weird how it does that. But man, I mean, I'm excited to be here with you guys and meet you guys. I think what you're doing is incredible. I'd like to learn a little bit more about it. Yeah,
awesome. Well, we're a national nonprofit and we pay people's bail for free. So, we help people that are in jail just waiting for a court date. They haven't been convicted of anything. They're just waiting to have their day in court, and we set up a release plan for them after we pay their bail, so they have everything they need to get back to court. Text reminders, free rides to court, just so that they can fight their case from a position of freedom like anybody with money would do. That's
incredible. You would think that would be the job of like the people who kind of locked you up.
Right, you would think. Yeah, I mean, bail was originally intended as an incentive to return to court, but now it's really just used to keep people without money behind bars. I mean, our work shows that you don't need money to return to court. Our clients return to over 90% of their court dates with no money on the line. So we're just trying to prove that point and use the work that we've been doing the past 5 years to make some change.
Incredible.
Yeah, but how was your experience being in jail?
It's overwhelming how many people are in jail. It's like, when I got there, I was sort of like just taken back by how big of a system it was, how many people, how many families are dealing with their loved ones being in this cage, and kind of the conditions and how used to it like the cops are, the people holding you there are just sort of like, stick and move, keep going one after another. It's like being on a product line, sort of. Felt like a piece of meat. I mean, the whole process of being kind of roped into the system, constantly needing rides to get from this, building to go register here before you're arrested there, and then, I think that was the most tiring part. It was kind of learning all the ins and outs of the system.
Yeah, the system is so confusing and alienating, and many people don't even know what their options are. And instead of trying to help you through that process, bail bondsmen come in and they're just worried about making a profit. We operate a national revolving bail fund that's completely funded through donations. We pay 100% of the bail directly to the court so that when someone's case closes, we get 100% of that money back and use it to help the next person.
Well, hats off to you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it on because it's hot.
Please. I get it.
Hats off. Actually, I don't know that I was bailed out. I think my parents were also in jail, and I didn't have friends with money at the time. Again, it was like a learning, like I really had, and everyone is so well versed in it. They're kind of moving too fast for you to like ask them what these things mean, and if you do, you're kind of looked at as like an idiot. I'd heard the terms like plea deal and things like on TV.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you're in court and they're asking you these serious fucking questions, you're like, oh my God.
You're like, wait, do I really know what that is?
Yeah, like, wait.
Actually, what are my options?
Seriously, that's kind of how it was like for me, my experience. It was sort of like I was just constantly trying to grab a hold of, the situation. Because of kind of my lack of knowledge, I think that's what contributed to my, incarceration after going to so many court dates and jumping through so many hoops. And I was in there for a little bit, a little under a year probably. So I kind of had people on the outside, waiting. And I had a girlfriend. Can't be that, you know what I mean? She would send me money and nice messages. And
yeah, I mean, that's something that people don't think about, if you don't have any support. And
a lot of people don't.
Right.
A lot of people don't have anything. I saw a lot of people that were going through it.
No, you're right. I mean, it affects so many people. Like on any given night, nearly 500,000 people are sleeping in jail cells, a lot of them just because they can't afford their bail. Instead of waiting for their day in court, a lot of them are forced into taking plea deals just to go home.
For real, I actually did that. I didn't want to like fight at all. So we were just like, yeah, anything, whatever you'll give me, as long as it's not 5 years, whatever you'll give me, that will make this done. You know what I mean? That's the crazy part, is they sort of scare you into incarceration half the time, because they'll be like, well, if you don't you know, take this plea, then there's a chance that you'll lose and you'll end up here longer. And also, there's just going to be a continuation of these court dates and the stress that that's going to bring, and that stress is going to add on to whatever stress is already kind of present in your life, which is I don't know. Down here, it's just like, oh God. It felt like a joke, kind of growing up here, almost like a big fucking play. I was just kind of surprised at how it all was so well oiled and functional with this huge underlying problem.
Yeah.
And I had become more and more aware of it each year, and each time we would have to move or something would affect the family financially, you'd become a little bit more aware of the divide and how serious it is. Well, I've been here for a week. It's like 3 people of color maybe that I've seen. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, it really is. I mean,
just because I was hanging out in the nicer places, or like 5th Avenue, 3rd Avenue, like these are just like expensive, white owned, like clean. They're just constantly being patrolled, and if you don't kind of fit the description of the average shopper, you're pulled over, your license may be expired, your tags or a headlight out or something like that. You're gonna go to, I mean, God forbid you have marijuana in the car. You're going straight to jail, and then you're tied into this system, and then it's, you know, difficult to get back to court, and then all of a sudden you're taking a plea deal, and then you have this thing on your record, and it's difficult to get a job because you don't have a job. Well, and then you're back in here, and it's just nuts, man.
Yeah, I mean, thinking about your experience, how have you used it to help get others to care about the same issues that you care about?
I mean, it's affected me positively in ways, obviously. Like, I can use it in music and talk about it and relate to others and maybe lift others out of the sort of despair that comes with, you know, just being attached to the system. But I don't know, it's kind of bittersweet. I think I try to bring a little bit of awareness to friends and family and maybe people on the internet about how terrible this can be. I try not to make it out to be a sob story. I'm just like, it's really hard, and there are real people in there, and these people have families and connections to us, and I don't know, you'd never know unless somebody told you, because it's not like it's documented,
right?
You know?
I mean, that's why we focus on bail. It's really a hidden part of systemic violence and an entry point to mass incarceration. We're using our data to prove that cash bail is unnecessary and unjust.
So you can get a handle on it early and kind of get a little understanding of it and maybe some help. You know, that can prevent years and years or a lifetime of just looping in this fucking system. I have a better understanding of what you guys do. I admire it. I'm infinitely, you know, at your service. And it's incredible. Let's get the day, let's keep it going.
Yeah,
let's go get Courtney out of jail, because this place sucks. For anyone that is a fan of me or has ever, I don't know, listened to any of my songs or watched me on TV, I would encourage you to research the Bail Project and just educate yourselves about what it is that they do and who they help and how they're helping, because to me it's very important, and I think that everyone could do with a little bit more, you know, knowledge on the subject. So, love.